Today we're going to learn how to create voiceovers using Audacity. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our microphone is plugged in before we do anything. Just plug it into the front of your computer. Then we're going to open up Audacity. If it's not located on your desktop, go to the Start menu and find it in the Start menu. It may be in All Programs, and then Audacity will open up. When this first menu pops up, just click OK. So from here, recording in Audacity is pretty easy. We just click the record button up here and start speaking into our microphone, and it should work. If for some reason it is not detecting your microphone, it's probably because you put the microphone in you put the microphone in after you opened up Audacity. If that's what you did, you need to close out of Audacity and open it back up again. Okay? So the microphone needs to be plugged in first with Audacity. So here's our recording. We can play it back to hear it if we want to. If we don't like what we heard and we want to re-record everything, we can just click this X right here and then start to re-record anything, any kind of voiceover. So now that our voiceover is recorded, there's a couple of ways in which we can edit it. The first way is we can cut any silence out by using the highlight tool and using the scissors over here. So what we need to do is, once we're selected in the highlight tool or the selection tool, we highlight the section that we want to cut out, and then we press the scissors to cut that section out. Here's a problem that a lot of students seem to encounter though. They're playing back their recording, and then they pause it, and then they highlight a section that they want to cut out, and then they try to cut it, but it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work is because your track is paused. You need to stop your track and then press the cut button, and then it will work. So that's one thing we can do, is we can cut out any silence. You can also add silence to your track, and this is the way that we do it. Let's say we wanted a little bit more silence right here. We just put our cursor wherever it is that we want silence, and then we go to Generate Silence. And then we can generate how many hours, minutes, and seconds of silence that we want. Let's say I just want 2 seconds of silence. I would just put in 2 seconds like that and press OK, and then it generated 2 seconds of silence for me. So that's how we would generate silence if we need it. If you wanted your track to be slower or faster, you can also do that. You just need to highlight the section that you want to have be slower or faster. You can highlight the whole entire track if you want to. And we go up to Effect, and then we go to Change Tempo. And then using this menu, we can slow it down or we can speed it up. And the pitch will not change. So I'm going to speed it up just a little bit right here like this. I'm going to click OK, and then you'll hear that that section will be sped up a little bit. Any kind of voiceover. So it didn't change the pitch in my voice, it just changed the tempo of it. If you do any of these edits and you don't like what you hear, like say I didn't want this to be as fast as it was, you can always go up to Edit and go to Undo. Right here will always be the first thing. Or you can press Control-Z to undo whatever change you just did to get it back to what it was before. The very last and very important step is exporting the file. This is the most common mistake that people make on Audacity, so make sure you pay attention to this. When you are done and you are ready to export this file, you're going to go up to File, and then you're going to go to Export. You are not going to go to Save Project As. If you go to Save Project As, it gives you this warning that it's not saving it properly. It's saving it as a project file, which is not what you want. Okay? So I'm going to cancel out of that. You want to export the file instead. So you would save the project if you wanted to come back to this project later and work on it and edit it some more. But once you're done, you want to export it. So we're going to go to Export. Save type as, try to save it to an MP3 file. It might automatically be on a WAV file. Make sure you export it as an MP3 file. I'm just going to save this on the desktop. I'm going to title it Poem right there. And I will save it, and I'm going to click OK. And then on my desktop here should be my file somewhere on here. Oh, there it is right there. So there's my file. This is the file then that I'm going to upload into any other programs. Okay? And that's it.